I'm glad you're with me today. I have a question for you. Do you know what your prospective candidates, your top talent that you really want to attract to your company, what they are looking for? This is a question that you should be asking yourself as the business owner and as a hiring manager. And this is because you need to know that information so you make sure that you are offering what your prospective top talent is looking for. Hey, I'm Dr. Heather Williamson with the Transformation Group, and welcome back to the channel. So I am your leadership doc, and I'm going to share with you what it is that in prospective applicants, employees are looking for when they are searching to be hired with the company, basically. So one of the things, and it's one word, and it's so simple, but yet so impactful, and that is choice. Your prospective applicants since 2020 now are looking for choice. And I understand that in some industries, giving people flexibility on the things that they want might be a little bit more challenging. For instance, the number one thing that employees are really looking for is that hybrid remote options as it relates to how they can work, because that allows them, if they're remote, to work anywhere, and if it's hybrid, only having to go into the office 1, 2, maybe 3 days a week. And if you are not offering this, then you have already excluded yourself as for that employee, that prospective employee, that applicant, as an option. They're like, nope, not going to work for XYZ company. And so one of the things that you really need to consider, and it's hard because there's some industries that in some roles that are just not going to allow that kind of freedom as it relates to work. Like in the construction industry, if you've got to be a project manager, and reason I say this is because my husband is in construction, and if he has a project manager on the job, they've got to be there. It's not like you can just work remotely. So depending on your industry and the job specifically that you're hiring for, it may not allow the remote work. But maybe still hybrid in the fact that they can be on site for a few days and then 1 or 2 days a week, just making phone calls and making sure that everything is in a line to get that specific job done. So one of the things I think that is really also important when it comes to understanding what your employees, prospective employees, are looking for in a job, obviously, is the word choice and what that offers. One other thing that they're really looking for, and this was a study done, a recent report on the state of talent in the software as a service space, and that's that SaaS programming. And so they showed a continued uptick in the number of workers who expected to work remotely. And this is offers that they have that option. And 89% of the respondents said they prefer to be fully or partially remote. So in other words, like I said, if you're not offering that, then they are moving beyond your company and going to find a company that does. And of course, this is IT, and IT has that option where there is that flexibility. So the second thing that prospective applicants are looking for, your prospective employees, is the ability to feel like they belong to the organization and to the team that they're going to be working on. So it's your job as the boss and the hiring manager to talk to whoever that person is going to report to, how they can make sure that they create an environment where they feel like they belong and they are contributing to the team. The third thing that your prospective applicant is looking for is to be inspired, to be fulfilled. And it's especially, I think, with the generation today, they want that opportunity to feel like they are being inspired and really contributing to a greater good in the organization. And really that comes down to the why. And Simon Sinek does a great YouTube video on the why in businesses. And this can be tailored to the why somebody wants to actually work for you. So giving them that aspect of the job and how their contribution is going to help fulfill a greater good. This is so important to the applicants today for 2023. So just to recap real quickly, the 3 things that prospective applicants are looking for in 2023, and that is 1, they want to have the ability to work fully remote or the hybrid model where they're working just part-time in the office 2-3 days a week and then working remotely the rest. And if their job allows that flexibility where they can actually get the work done, then for me, that's kind of a no-brainer. You can still create that team environment when you bring everybody on site. And then the second thing that prospective employees are looking for in a company is the ability to feel like they belong to the organization and they belong to the team that they're going to be assigned to. And then the third thing that your prospective employees are going to be looking for is to be inspired and fulfilled, so they know the work that they're doing is really going to be, helping a greater good. And even if so you're always focusing on the customer. And if you communicate that where their work that they're doing is helping the customer in whatever way it is, depending on your industry, that is what needs to happen. And, some other things that you can think about as it relates to how do I inspire my employees and how do I make them feel like they are fulfilled. So hopefully this was helpful. If it was, like the button below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any other leadership tips and strategies that I share to help you become a better boss. So until next time, go out and be that boss that your employees want to work for. Bye.
In this video, these leadership tips and strategies are sponsored by my company, Transformation Group. And in my company, I work with leaders just like you through individual leadership coaching sessions. And in these 1-hour sessions, we talk about strategies to help you develop the skills to overcome performance challenges. Whether that involves learning how to hold your employees accountable, delegating and empowering employees more effectively, spending time on tasks that really matter to your business, or communicating expectations consistently, or even better, lowering your stress. If this sounds like something you might be interested in, then there's an email address below in the description box of this video. So send me an email and we can then discuss if I'm the right fit for you. Until the next video, have a great day.